we welcome in the man of the night. He put up his second career double-double. Caleb Lohner is with us on Zoom, joining a Friday edition of BYU Sports Nation. Caleb, great to have you on the show. How you feeling this morning?
Feeling pretty good. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, a double-double? My goodness. Now, let's be honest and clear. Like, you've been very public about this too. You have not played as well as you would have liked to this season, but over the past few weeks, feels like you're on the rise, my friend. So what has changed for you over the past couple of weeks to get back to the player that you thought and knew that you could be?
I think just a continual trust in myself and my team and my coaches. And I mean, I feel like with greatness comes adversity. And so just through this journey of basketball that I've been on and this team's been on, I think just a recommitment to myself, like, hey, look, you're here for a reason. You're here to help this team win games. You're here to do a lot of things really, really great. And so I think during the season, I kind of had to change and alter some of the things my mind was thinking about during the game. And again, I think right now, just as a team and individually, we're just all on the rise.
Sometimes making shots, Caleb, isn't even skill-based. It's just like it's your night or not. Sometimes it feels like. But what you have to do is like bring that juice, right? And it feels like last night you really brought it. Like you were playing with an intensity and a fire that maybe some games wasn't there. What was it about last night that was special for you in that regard?
I just think I got myself going early in ways that had no involvement with scoring the ball. And I think there had been some times in the past where scoring the ball actually was dependent on my intensity, which I think was the wrong mindset for me in certain times. And also right now, I think we're in a cool spot just as a team where every single game is really, really huge for us. I don't know if that's a great spot that we've put ourselves in, but I personally love it. I love the grind of like, okay, every single game we play now is so important. And so I think just having that in my mind and knowing that, hey, I can really help this team in so many ways by bringing this certain intensity because of how important everything is. I think to me, that's special. And so, yeah, I'm just going to keep playing and keep helping this team win.
You shot 67%, 13 points, had 11 rebounds and a couple of assists last night, knocked down your only three-pointer. And you just pointed out that you have clearly embraced the pressure of the situation. How do you translate that over to your team? Or do you feel like your team is with you in that regard of embracing just how big and important and pressure-packed every game is at this point?
I think my team's completely behind the same idea of actually enjoying and embracing the grind. Like there's been time, I said this last night in a few other media, but there's been times this year where, I mean, we've kind of been punched in the face. We've lost a few games in a row. We went through injuries. So we've kind of battled through it all. And I think everyone's right now is just kind of like embracing the grind and enjoying like, hey, this is it. Like we can't play around. Like, let's just go have fun. Let's do what we do. And we've worked so hard, like every single game. And I think enjoying this process for us right now is really important. So
second career double-double for you. And what was cool was when you had 9 rebounds and you got your 10th, the crowd acknowledged that. They knew. Did you hear that on the court?
I heard it a little bit, but I didn't know that was for my 10th rebound. I had no idea, honestly.
They typically don't cheer random rebounds that hard. But yeah, they celebrated it with you. And that was a cool moment. And then even when you subbed out your first time, like 6 minutes into the game or whatever, the crowd gave you a nice ovation there. They acknowledged that. Was that affirming to you?
Yeah, that was nice. Again, these BYU fans are the greatest ever. And I don't know, it's nice to see that little love doesn't hurt,
Absolutely. We're here for it. Caleb Lohner is with us on BYU Sports Nation. You got to take care of Pepperdine. That's the regular season finale. A senior night. We'll ask you about that in a moment, about some of your senior teammates. But tomorrow we'll figure out where exactly BYU is going to wind up with the seeding approaching the West Coast Conference tournament. Caleb, are you of the opinion that, hey, I want to play more basketball? If we're the 5 seed, great. I get to play Friday and then Saturday, and I want that. Or would you rather be going into playing the first game on Saturday in the quarterfinal?
I honestly don't even want to think about that. But personally, I think the less games we can play in that tournament is probably better for us just because of the grind we've kind of been on. And I mean, the less games we play, I think naturally the easier it is to win something like this. But for us, I don't think we're worried about that right now. We're just going to go take care of business on Saturday, continue to play the way we're playing, and let everything else pan out. So,
senior night tomorrow night will be emotional because you've got Alex, obviously, and Tijon and company. Richard and Gavin will be honored as well. What's that going to be like for you?
I think it'll be kind of tough, man. Like, I've developed a special spot in my heart, like anyone would, for some of these guys, and they just mean so much to this program and so much to me. Just kind of me looking up to them as leaders and like brothers in a sense. Alex, Tijon, I know Richard and Gavin haven't been able to be with us for quite a while, but I think all those dudes have had an impact on me that'll last forever. And so I'm just grateful to be a part of it. And I'm grateful that I was been able to play with them for the last few years and cherish that forever.
Alex,
wish them the best on their career.
Yeah, for sure. Alex Barcelo, I mean, you've played a lot of basketball with this guy, and you've been with him for the majority of his journey at BYU. So when you look at him as a player, what do you think the legacy is that Alex Barcelo leaves with BYU basketball?
I think he leaves a legacy of just a tough basketball player who can do everything. He gets everything done. He's willing to put himself like in front of his team and be a leader and change the game in ways that a lot of players can't change the game. And I just think Alex Barcelo as a basketball player and just as a human being is like an incredible dude. He's taught me so much, like kind of being able to be a little younger than him and him kind of take me under his wing in certain times and helping me through things. And I hope I was able to do the same for him, but I don't know. It's going to be sad not playing with him for years to come. But again, man, I know him. He's going to kill it after this, like just with the fire and will he has to be great. Alex Barcelo will be missed on this floor.
Thank you, Arizona, for not playing Alex Barcelo.
Thank you, Arizona. You guys.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, they're doing just fine, I think. But yeah, we have benefited so much. It's been amazing. Okay, you have amazing hair. But what if tomorrow you came out with the Alex Barcelo haircut?
I could do that. You know I'm always down for something crazy.
It's true. That would be gnarly, right?
Yeah.
Maybe there's a combo.
Noticed, but I put a little bit more color in my hair.
Yep.
I could just have him shave the sides.
Yes.
Put that speed line like Alex has got going.
Dude, what's fun is if you look super closely, there like when there's a little bit of friction in the air, there's little flames that go. It like actually burns it out a little wider. It's crazy when he speeds up.
I know.
It's insane.
Oh, good stuff.
That's magic. A barber can't do that.
A barber cannot do that.
Every time he comes in with a new haircut, I like have to admire it. I'm like, that is the cleanest line I've ever seen in my life.
We are all admirers.
Alex Barcelo in the fade is something I'll miss
we
for
are
sure.
all admirers. Caleb, it's great to talk with you. Let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma so you can keep things rolling against Pepperdine tomorrow night and send those seniors off with the big win.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me.
You got it. The man, Caleb Lohner.